and a very warm welcome to our live postgraduate information webinar. My name is Amy and I am part of the recruitment team here at the School of Social and Environmental Sustainability here at the Dumfries campus. So today we'll be chatting all about our postgraduate opportunities in our tourism subject area, and I'm joined today by my colleague Dawn. We're going to be talking through our available tourism programmes as well as answer any questions you may have about campus life, careers, Dumfries accommodation, so much more. Before we start, if you have any questions about studying with us here at the University of Glasgow, please use the text chat just on YouTube to send them in. We'll answer them live on the session today for you. So without further ado, let's get straight into talking about our exciting tourism programmes. Dawn, I'll let you introduce yourself and take it away. Thank you so much.
Hi there, I'm Don McLeod. I'm head of the subject of tourism here at Glasgow University School of Social and Environmental Sustainability. So I'll take you through the slides, and I'll be concentrating really on what we're actually offering over our three programmes. You can see from that slide where we are with the red dot in southwest Scotland. I'll say next, please, when I need a slide. That's great. So a bit more detail. Again, those red dots, some of them represent what we call theme towns, which is a way of branding specific towns in the region relating to artists, food and books. And it's one of those things that we look into during the class work. So next, please. And this is an example, Castle Douglas Food Town, having a festival celebrating the food of the region and the service outlets in the town. It was a nice sunny day for that one. Next, please. This is related to Robert Burns, who was Scotland's national poet, and he lived in Dumfries, and he's one of the, let's say, intangible and tangible heritage assets of this region, and specifically of the town. And there's a house that he lived in, statue commemorating him, and a pub which he frequented. Next, please. Okay, a bit of an overview. We're in southwest Scotland, 75 miles from Glasgow. The sustainability is at the heart of what we teach here. We have staff and students from across the UK and the world, more than 40 countries. It's a bit of a living laboratory around the campus. And the example you can see in the background is the teaching garden, smallish class sizes. So you won't be sort of insignificant. You will stand out in your class, as it were, and get plenty of attention. It's a close-knit community. Dumfries itself got about 40,000 people. There are accommodation options in the town and close to campus. On campus, we've got student hub and postgraduate hub, which will look after you and is a place where you can relax with your fellow students. Free gym and sports facilities, library on campus, as well as using the library based in Glasgow. We've got the student union and excellent transport links across the UK, buses, coaches, trains, and so on. Main subject areas here are environment, sustainable development, education, and of course, tourism. We do research in some detail to postgraduate, doctorate level, and the education, language policy, environmental science, sustainability, the end of life studies group, and we have a tourism studies group as well here. In particular, in the tourism studies group, we've got a very major tourism investigation research group called Just Tour, looking into injustice and looking at spatial justice for basically people living in popular tourist areas. And then we've also got something looking at heritage, especially built heritage, looking at different ways of assessing the value of heritage. And one of our staff members is particularly interested in authenticity and interpretation and what we call dark heritage. Interdisciplinary team, there's myself. I think really what I'll do is we'll just relate to you what the sort of main subject areas of our background: social anthropology, architecture, urban environmental heritage, human geography, Scottish history, tourism management. We've also got colleagues from outside the tourism unit itself who have expertise in the environment and in cultural aspects, which relates to heritage as well, literature and so on, as well as environmental ethics. Now, this is the most important part, I think, really, the postgraduate taught programs that we deliver here: management and sustainable tourism and global challenges, and tourism and heritage. We also do PhD research for those who are interested and able to do so. I just want to start with giving you the details of the management and sustainable tourism MSc, 12 months full-time. We share it with the Adam Smith Business School in Glasgow. So your first semester would be spent in Glasgow, the Adam Smith Business School, and the second semester would be spent down here in Dumfries. And then the summer period is almost up to yourselves where you want to be based. That's when you do your dissertation. Now, the core courses, I'll quickly read them out: business, finance, contemporary issues in human resource management, events management, managing creativity and innovation, managing strategic change, operations management, service delivery, risk and resilience, tourism sustainability and climate change. And you also have one optional course, and as well as a dissertation work placement, which you can do over the summer. Careers that you might want to or could possibly enter would be sustainability officer, corporate responsibility, events manager, enterprise advisor, business advisor, project manager, economic development officer, heritage officer, visitor attraction manager, tour manager, travel manager, and you could do doctoral study. This is just an example. There would be many more. Sustainable tourism and global challenges, again, is 12 months full-time, 24 months part-time. This is full-time at the Crichton campus in Dumfries. And as it says, you'll be development awareness of cultural and environmental issues influenced by tourism. And you can apply critical and practical solutions. Core courses will be social science research methods. That's been renamed advanced research methods, by the way. Sustainable heritage management, sustainable tourism, the economics of circular tourism, wildlife tourism and environmental responsibility, innovation and technology in sustainable tourism. You will also have one optional course on that to do, as well as the summer dissertation or work placement. A work placement, you might be able to find work in the region or in Scotland, and there may be options overseas for that. Example careers, number of careers here: tour companies, heritage attractions, museums, hotel groups, as well as a policy officer, destination manager, sustainability assessor, and doctoral researcher. Finally, the third program, tourism and heritage, again, 12 months full-time, 24 months part-time, looking at heritage and culture as it means to different people across the world. There'll be global examples from places like Europe, the Americas, Africa, and Asia, and draws on the history and culture of Scotland as well. And we help you understand the meanings and interpretations of heritage. Core courses would be tourism and regional development, heritage interpretation and development, smart tourism and heritage, social science research methods, as well as two optional courses, and the dissertation or work placement in summer. Careers you might want to take up could be in the public sector, national government agencies, local tourist boards, local government posts, museums, art galleries, heritage centres, education, school, college, university, teaching and research. Or the private sector, you could do some heritage attraction work, art galleries, travel agents, tour companies, tourism consultancy, hotel management, and media organizations. You could do related work in business or public sector organizations. And of course, you could do postgraduate doctoral research as well. But then that would be it, I think, for the show. And we can return to Amy. And if you have any questions.
Thank you so much, Dawn. No, that's perfect. Yes, any questions, please do send them in. We have the text chat here on YouTube, so please do send in all your questions. We're here to answer them. We have a couple here already as well, so we'll just dive straight into the first one, if that's okay. Great. First question, are there opportunities to engage with industry? Now, I'm guessing it's across the board in any of our programs. You know, I think the answer is yes straight off the bat, but Dawn, you're the expert here. Could you talk us through any opportunities to engage with industry?
On some of the courses, I think they actually have people from industry coming in to give a talk during one or two of the classes. If you're up at the Adam Smith Business School doing management and sustainable tourism, I think they give opportunities as a business school. Yep. There will be more chances. If you get involved with a work placement, you're directly engaging with industry there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I know in our management sustainable tourism, the final semester, you have the option of the dissertation or the kind of case study work that you do, group work within the university, which is an excellent opportunity to work with kind of real world cases. And as you say, we've got the experts coming in industry experts all the time to the campus for visits, for guest lectures, and a variety of kind of seminars and events that we host through the teaching team as well. I'm thinking of the Just Tour seminar series, for example, which is available online. So lots of opportunities for our students to really get involved there and build those industry skills and knowledge, which I think is really important for our students going out into their careers, into the working world. So fantastic. Thank you so much. Let's see what our next question is. Oh, this is a good one. What courses do students typically enjoy the most? That's a hard one to say, I think, actually, but what do you think?
Well, you should ask the students. That's all I can say. And I don't know if we've got many, unfortunately. Yeah. How can I say without being biased and saying my courses? Of course.
Naturally. Definitely your courses.
But, yeah, I think effectively what you've got to do is you've got to choose a program that on which the courses appeal to you, and you can read through them and see what they are. If you want to do management, then therefore do that. If you want to do something about sustainability and global challenges, that might be more for you. If you want to do something embracing heritage and culture, then the tourism and heritage program would be more for you. So I think that's the fairest response I can give.
No, that's a great response. And what I would do is maybe point to our student stories that we mentioned earlier on our website. So glasgow.ac.uk/Dumfries. You can see our student stories there. And we've got stories from students on some of these programs that talk you through their experiences, talk you through their kind of journey through the program and through their careers as well. So I would definitely recommend checking those out if you want to hear a little bit more. And there's some videos as well that some of our tourism students have done previously, which are really nice to watch. So definitely check that out if you can, and they'll share a little bit more.
One thing as well you need to consider is that tourism and heritage program is brand new, so there won't be many students talking about it because they didn't exist. So it's a slight bias towards the ones which have the most students on. But anyway, I'm sure you're all sensible and mature enough to find out the right programs for you.
Definitely. And we're here to help as well. So if there's anything that you're not sure about, or you're kind of swaying between maybe 2 or 3 of the programs and you want to know what's the best fit, we are here to help, and we're more than happy to have a chat with you. So if you want some kind of advice, or maybe to see where this kind of fits in best for you, please just reach out, and we're more than happy to have a conversation, see what works best for you. But thank you so much. Let's see how we're doing with another question here. Oh, great question. Do you have any advice for students applying? It's always a big daunting task applying, especially for a master's program. So Dawn, any advice that you can share?
Do it fairly quickly so you've got a chance of getting onto the program and maybe getting funding and things like that. And as I said to the previous question, really go for what you are most interested in and what is most relevant for you, and make sure that you've also got the right language requirements, because it will be very difficult if your English really isn't up to scratch.
Yeah, always definitely make sure and look at those entry requirements on our website. They're all up to date, and you can actually filter by country as well. So depending on where you're qualifications are maybe based in the world, you can see how that equates to our entry requirements nice and easily on our website. And alongside that, my advice for everyone applying is applications are open now. We are accepting applications, so make sure and get yours in if you're interested. As I say, we are here to help you. We're here to support you. So if you have any questions, we don't want you sitting at home worrying about this or stressing. Just reach out to us, and we're more than happy to give you some advice and hopefully help you out through your application journey. But as I say, we are here. Check out our website. There's lots of information. We've got our entry requirements, course structure, program structure, but we also have our scholarships tool, which is really, really valuable if you're looking for a little bit of or maybe advice around scholarships or maybe potential opportunities for scholarships. You can head over to our University of Glasgow website. We have a full search function on the website that helps you narrow it down by criteria, things that you might be eligible for. Maybe sometimes you don't even expect you might be eligible for it, and you discover it through our website. So always worth a look and just having a little look there to see what you might be able to find. I'm wondering if we have time for just one last question to see if we can get some answers to you guys. Great question. Thank you so much. What kind of careers have graduates gone on to do? And I think for this one, it's kind of a varied response, I think, from our end on, because there's, I would say, no end really to what our students can go on to achieve if they want to in the sector, in the field or beyond. But any highlights from you or anything you'd like to share from previous cohorts?
I think quite a lot have gone to work in the tourism sector directly in the public side of it, working for their country's tourism organizations. You know, maybe working in something, could be marketing, or could be analyzing, it could be some form of management. That seems to be the most popular. We do have some people starting up their own business related to tourism, maybe actually taking people on tour, for example, an obvious one. Some people have worked in museums. One of my students from 3 or 4 years ago is working in Dumfries Museum right now. So art galleries. So I think in all those sort of typical type of outlets, the other thing is some of them actually moved sideways into a different type of industry altogether, but using their skills that they picked up at their programs here. So there is an awful lot of opportunities, and they maybe I think with sustainability being more relevant throughout the world, something like that, if you want to move into something and utilize your expertise in travel and sustainability, you might want to do that.
Absolutely. No, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for all your questions. We are here to answer your questions even beyond the live stream, so we can answer in the comments if you have any questions you'd like to share. But I'm afraid that brings us to the end of today's session for now. We really hope you found it useful, and this recording will be available here on YouTube if you want to watch anything back. So don't worry at all, you can always go back and check some things. But to find out more about studying at the University of Glasgow, you can visit our YouTube channel to find the programme overview videos or student videos, for example, or you can check out our website, glasgow.ac.uk/Dumfries. But thank you again so much for joining our session today. We really hope to welcome you to campus soon, and we will say goodbye for now. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye.